Oh, okay.
That's where the X is.
So the other tower was what, like here?
No, there was this tower over here.
Okay.
There was, which is the one in the east. Then there was the one in the west here. Then there was the one that's not connected, which is circled up here.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay, I was on the wrong map. Can you just real quick tell me where the other towers are?
All right, you guys are here at east.
Okay.
There's an X that goes here.
Okay.
And then there's a circle that goes here.
Okay.
There you go. It goes on and on and on. Heaven and hell. Say, did you guys ever hear the rumor of the crazy old witch that went down into the to the burial grounds, the burial shafts, the bone hoard, as it's called? You ever hear the story of her? How she supposedly went back in time?
No.
It's an interesting little story. She apparently puts up a portal down in the bone hoard. She's like real deep down there, like 20 or 30 levels down. And she apparently puts up a portal to go back in time, so she thinks she can become young again, only the world's got it in for her. She goes back in time, but as herself, ends up dying in the past. It's fucking hilarious.
It's kind of funny. I mean,
was there internally, Dothr wonders why the hell he was just told this story.
He's excited. He's just like,
I see. Portal into the past. Do you know how far back she went into the past?
Oh, well, who's anyone's guess? There's always rumors and stories, but, she never came back when she went down in the bone hoard, so, hey.
Aha.
Well, did she have a name? Was there like a name for this legend or what have you?
No. I don't have any name for that. Oh, I had no name for her at all.
Click, 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 click. It was.
It was. No, she's just some crazy old lady that's supposedly down there. But hey, if you ever do find a way to go back into the past, maybe you could come back into the past and stop the tower from ever forming, right? Save us some men that way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Aye.
Dothr's afraid of getting cockslapped.
What? No.
Or we go back in time and we fuck things up further.
Or it's just a crazy story and you really shouldn't be believing me.
I think we should go with that one. No offense, sir.
I don't believe the story either. I'm just, jolly. You guys are like the heroes of Red Wolf. You're going to be famous. I'm never going to get to talk to you again.
In my
Red
vision,
Wolf, I'd never.
Orlon followed the road.
I'd never would have.
The road led in a circle, and eventually the tower rose from the ground.
Didn't you say 100 platinum famous?
Wow. So we've got 2 rests we can take, or there's a side quest.
Let's go dig up some corpses. That'll be a good idea.
Hold on. Before you do that, Dothr, didn't it say on that letter that she wouldn't be safe for long?
That's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know if we can take a risk on that when this might be nothing more than a crazy old fairy tale.
The last crazy old fairy tale did end up working out pretty well for us, but I see your point.
Well, you guys said you're pretty busy, right? Well, supposedly she's 20, 30 floors down in the bone hoard, and that bone hoard can go down pretty far. It's been around longer than Red Wolf's been around. It's an ancient burial ground, so if you don't have the time for it, I'd suggest you sort of skip it.
Both are still wondering why the hell this crazy man just told him this story.
He's happy. He's jubilant. He just wanted to tell someone his story.
Yeah, party! Hey, did you ever hear about that whore who went down in the boneyard?
What? I think that is more or less why he told the story.
Pretty much.
Who celebrates by telling that story?
It's a really pretty fucking wicked awesome story to him, alright? He's like, did you hear that story when this old lady died? It was hardcore.
I think that if we're going to make our way to that last tower, although time is of the essence, we're going to have to be in shape enough to actually attack it successfully. So I think we do need to avoid that desert as much as possible.
So we have to travel north to the Great Divide, more or less, trek through the forest there, then head south when we think we've gone far enough. Well, probably after we get past the forest altogether.
It's probably going to be, about 10 days?
It's 6 days if you go through the desert. It's going to be 9 days if you take that path.
Alright, I have a question. How long would it take to sail a ship from Red Wolf to Vante's Tower?
To Vante's Tower, you could use the channel. Let me do the calculation.
Yeah, through one falls in the Watchman's Towers and shit.
Yeah, you'll have to make some rolls for it because it is kind of tricky. But to go from Red Wolf to there at your pace. It's heaven and hell. Oh well. Oh. That's not. Why is that not working? Hang on, let me zoom out. That's zoomed out too much. Okay, great, fantastic. There we go. Alrighty, so it's down here, through here, through there, and then through there. That is 12 days.
12 days. Alright. What I'm going to suggest is, hey, the LaPierre.
Hey, how you doing?
Would you be willing to do a huge favor to us?
Huge favor. Yeah, anything.
When you returned to Red Wolf, we left a ship back at the dock, the Mighty Gauntlet.
Nah.
Could you find a group of very well-versed sailors who could sail that ship up to, say, towards Vante's Tower? Towards, like, the coast in between, like, let's say I show him the map. I'm going to tell him, like, right around here.
Actually...
Just show me again, point again.
It's, like, right around here.
And he points at your map and he says... this voice is killing me. And he says, well, I think what we can do, and, I think what would be best is, this is awfully marshland up here. So what we could do is maybe dock, either here or up here.
Okay. If we do that, then we get the Mighty Gauntlet back, and we don't have to worry about getting back to Red Wolf for it. And those two things will probably cross over with each other well enough.
So
Right,
we could attack the fourth tower and head to Vante's Tower.
Right. We're gonna have a couple of Red Wolf's men just with us though, because there's no way we can send them back safely unless they had a secondary ship to bring back.
Well, then we can give them money for horses, or we'll have them take 2 ships, and then they can just board a second ship back, as a favor from the heroes of
As a favor for the heroes of Red Wolf, we'll do it.
All right.
Thank you.
That's making sure that they aren't stranded anywhere, of course.
No, we won't strand our own men. We may send them to death, but hey. Alright, I admit my sense of humor's not for everybody, okay?
I like it. I like you, sir.
Thank you, I like you too. Let's make out.
I am a happily widowed man.
All the more reason, I'll buy you an ale.
Not so much happily, actually, now that I think about it. I'm going to give a very cold glare towards Dother.
I didn't do anything.
That's one thing you won't do.
What?
You won't high-five me, that's one thing you won't do.
That's true.
Alright, we're coming up on midnight, so before we break, and I'm gonna probably have to break at midnight anyway, I wanted to cut back to Kathleen.
Alright.
Kathleen, you were in your dungeon, and you hear footsteps, and it is the Demon Baron. He comes up to you, and he speaks. The tower to the east, one of our more well-defended towers, one of the towers that has, quite frankly, of great significance, importance to this army, has been overthrown, has been destroyed. I suspect my message was successfully sent to your friends, and that they destroyed the tower. Hopefully, they're making their way towards the other tower to the northwest. If they are, and that tower falls, the defenses of this fortress will be significantly weakened. Do you know if your friends will attack that tower too, or do they plan on making a foolish attack headlong onto this fortress?
Well, I can't speak on their behalf, but I think that between the minds of Greg and Dother, they'll plan out a very strategic and as intelligent plan as they can come up with. And I'm being particularly vague because I still don't trust him.
It's fine. And he goes, alright, well, hopefully they'll do the right thing. I don't want them to attack this place just yet. Well, you wanted some cake, and he opens up a small bag and he gives it to you, and he goes, "There's your cake. I think the humans call it chocolate. Enjoy." And he walks off.
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Hold on. Where did you get chocolate cake?
We have human slaves.
But I mean,
Can make it.
you're the demon baron. You
Look, Kathleen, it's a piece of cake to make a pretty cake.
Cake. Ah, I see what you did there. Go fuck yourself. He just looks at you and he goes, "You wanted cake, I got you cake. I'm trying to earn your trust any way I can. If you really don't want it, then... If you really don't want to give me that trust at all, then we can end this conversation and you can declare I will never help you. In which case, we have nothing more to say."
I'm not opposed to trusting you. It's a difficult situation, especially regarding your last plan.
My last